G'day everyone, it is the Captain. Welcome back to the channel. Big thank you, of course, to each and every one of you that like and subscribe to these videos and you share them around the world with all your buddies and all your friends and all your pals. Thank you so much for all of that, and thank you for your comments as well. Also, a big shout out to our Patreons. We got Phil, Stuart, we got Sean, we got another Phil, not to be confused with the first Phil. This is a different bloody Phil altogether. We've also got Deb and we've got Bad as well. And remember, if you want to join our Patreon, just click the link in the description below. Today we are back in the United States, where we are in a small little town in Florida called Osceola, where the sheriff or the deputy sheriff has pulled over a person and they didn't have their tail lights on. And well, we know how this goes. There's a whole plethora of things that he decides to throw out. So get your SovCit bingo cards ready, because he goes for all the classics. Let's get into it.
Hey, Mr. Chungy. Hi. I tried getting your attention beside you. I guess you weren't paying no mind.
No, you're definitely distracting me to where it was unsafe for me to be driving.
Well, it's unsafe. You drive with no lights on.
No lights on?
Your tail lights aren't working.
Aren't working?
No, sir.
Well, my headlights were working fine. It's automatic. I mean...
Yeah, your tail lights aren't working. That's why I stopped you. That's why I was trying to get your lights weren't on. See?
Holy shit.
Yeah, so do you have your driver's license registration?
But the front's on, the headlights are on. How could I drive without them?
So Snowdropper Stuart doesn't seem to understand how his headlights are completely different to tail lights. Huh. It's confusing. What is this witchcraft? It's almost like they're wired separately in the truck. Who would have guessed? Who would have thought? How come this isn't more common knowledge amongst us all? That headlights are different to tail lights. Oh my God.
Your lights weren't on. Your tail lights weren't on.
Okay.
Okay, do you have your license registration, please?
I don't, you got a supervisor?
I am the supervisor.
Is there a crime that I've committed? You're on video, by the way. This will be on and for the record in court. There's got to be a crime committed for me to get my license. You know that.
No, sir.
Absolutely. Get your supervisor.
You committed a traffic violation. I am the supervisor.
Get your supervisor. You better get your captain or something.
That's not happening.
Lieutenant.
He's not working.
Well, then I don't know who you are. You're working outside your jurisdiction. What's your name? You got an ID?
Do you want to go to jail tonight?
Do you want?
That's what's going to happen.
Listen, if that's what you want to do, because
Mr. Chumney, is it Chumney?
Your qualified immunity will be gone. I promise you that.
Have you been drinking tonight?
Absolutely not. Have you?
Okay, you look stoned.
Oh,
I can smell the weed coming from your car. Do you have a medical marijuana?
Is that a law?
Medical marijuana card?
So your nose now is the law.
Oh my fucking Lord. Dude, I think we've established that he is the supervisor on duty, and Lance Corporal Looney here is in a little bit of trouble. In Florida, law enforcement officers can use scent as probable cause. So yeah, unless you have a medical marijuana card, you're in trouble. That's breaking the law. If you have you've been smoking it whilst driving, even if you do have a medical marijuana card, you're in trouble, because you're not allowed to operate. It'd be the same as driving under the influence of alcohol. It's the same bloody charge, right? What's this on the record for immunity? All the classics, dude. None of this makes a lick of difference in the real world.
No, listen, you're violating all kind of stuff right now, buddy. I've got rights. You're a public servant. I've got rights. Get your superior out here.
Any other sector 1 unit? Can you be 51?
Yeah, I'm not giving you jurisdiction over me, buddy. Like that, it don't work that way. You're on video, on and for the record. And you're working outside your jurisdiction. You do not have qualified immunity. I promise you that. Okay. I'll sue you in the private all day long.
You can sue me all day long.
You think your qualified immunity's there, buddy? It's not. It's not.
Come on.
Man. You should be given a ticket for coming up beside me flickering lights at me.
I was trying.
All I'm trying to do is drive down 192 and enjoy the sights, man.
And you're trying to get your attention for you to turn your lights on. Your lights weren't on.
How could I be driving without
your
them?
daytime running lights were on. Your lights weren't on. And when I was standing here, you just turned them on.
I get that. Okay,
my
mistake.
They're on video. They're blacked out.
My mistake. But that's just that's not a crime, sir.
No, it's not a crime. It's a civil
for
traffic
you to
infraction.
be able to ask me for my identification. There has to be a crime.
Well, aren't you a smarty pants? You just admitted that you were in the wrong. get your ticket, go home, masturbate while crying, and go to sleep. But no, you don't want to do that. You want to play a bit of fuck around and find out. And I'm sure that this officer is more than happy to play the game with you.
You committed a civil traffic infraction.
Can you articulate a crime? Because you're working outside your jurisdiction. We're not arguing. I do not argue. I tell the facts, and that's the facts on the record. This record never lies in the court of law, I promise, and it always shows up. This is the only witness that does not lie. I'm glad you got one. You're not Polk County, but Polk County has definitely got me for some serious stuff. Have you been wronged
by Polk County or something? Is this why you're doing
Sir,
this?
would you feel like if your son had went to jail for 2 years for 2 weed plants? For growing 2 pot plants?
What happened to you?
I promise on everything.
When did you
Would
get
you
out?
feel sour for that?
How long ago did you get out?
Barely a year and a half.
Well, that sucks, man. I'm sorry.
Right here in Kissimmee.
I'm sorry.
I got out in Kissimmee, from good people. But that's the thing, Polk County will tear you up, and if it happened to you, you'd feel the same way.
Well, he's not the smartest of criminals, is he? Like, if he worked for a mafia, he would be bloody Jimmy the Snitch. Like, he just can't stop blurting out crimes, can he? Right? Look at our little criminal growing up. He just keeps going on and on. No wonder you were used as currency in prison. So now the sheriff has confirmed that you have a drug history. Well played. Anything else you want to admit to, apart from stealing your raggedy ass clothes from Goodwill?
Listen, I'm not those people.
Well, you've been trained by him, and I have no disrespect or ill will with you, sir.
I'm trying not to go.
It's all about the law with me, though. And when I have thought I had rights before, and they got shit on so many times for absolutely me not victimizing or harming any other man or woman, I cannot let my creation, which is the state of anything, control me. It's just ridiculous, and I've always thought this. I'm one of the people, sir.
Listen,
and one of the people, we have constitutional rights that you supposedly swore an oath to uphold and protect. That's the facts. And if you didn't sign an oath,
I don't want to take you to jail.
Now you're threatening under duress and extreme. I wouldn't. But I would let you take me to jail if that's what you want to do on and for the record. If that's what you want to do right now.
You're failing to provide me your
when there's no crime being committed of any sort.
You're not.
And you have no right to actually bother with me or question me in any way, shape, or form.
Listen,
this is not the state of Florida.
I'm from civil traffic infraction.
I don't understand any of that. I don't understand any of
your identification.
No, sir, you cannot. Not unless there's a crime being committed. Otherwise, you're not working inside your jurisdiction, and you are totally outside of it, which means you have no qualified immunity in court.
This way, but
no, that's the fact.
That's not the case.
Yeah, that's a fact. So take that. Yeah, look, they're not correct facts in any way, shape or form. And if I tried to explain these facts to anyone over the age of 10, I would struggle. But they're still facts. Do you want to know an actual fact, dipshit? Emma Stone and I once were snowed into our Swedish ski lodge for like 56 hours. We had to make our own heat, for God's sake. Like, we banged like a jackhammer trapped in a coal mine. We were loud and we were fast, and even when we were rescued, we're like, fucking leave us.
Sir, this is facts 100%. You might as well not bother me and let me go on my way.
Listen.
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are.
Okay, for what?
Listen,
for what crime?
You committed a traffic. Listen.
No.
I can show you the policy out here if you want to step out.
There's policy is not the law, sir.
But I can
show me the law.
To you. I can read it.
I don't follow policy. I'm a man, and I'm from one of the people. I do not identify as that corporation.
Can you step out for me real quick?
Sir, no, sir. Not by my consent. You do not have my consent to bother me.
That's fine. I don't need your consent. I need you to step out there real quick.
So you're gonna force? Are you gonna force me out of my private? You're gonna force me out?
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna shoot me? Or are you gonna kill me?
I'm not gonna shoot you.
Can I have your supervisor? I need somebody above you, sir. You are not the boss man.
He's not coming out here. I am the boss man here.
No, sir. You are not trying to.
The sergeant on duty.
You are not going to ruin my life over anything. That's what you're trying to do.
Life.
How?
Because of how you're acting right now.
I'm not acting, sir. I'm as man, and you are on the record. You see this? You are on the record right now.
I'm on the record on my
You have no qualified, and all of you are on the record right now.
Can you please
totally violating my rights?
Can we talk about this outside of the
No, we cannot. And if you force me out, you will be totally sued in the private.
I'm giving you a lawful order now to get out of your.
You don't have any lawful order or jurisdiction.
Hey, haven't you ever watched this channel before, you crystal meth head? Look, It's never a good idea to wind up your window. You're just going to go to jail covered in glass and shame. The same kind of shame that your mum had when you spawned into this life like a lizard on a water slide. Look, the only person to ever ruin your life was the school counselor that gave you the confidence to be whatever it is you wanted to be in this life. So you chose to be a brain hemorrhage just walking along the earth. Have you ever thought about just getting a new job as a crash test dummy in some kind of vehicle testing center? Just a thought.
You don't have any jurisdiction. Call your uppers. You better call a supervisor. I'm about to call 911, buddy, because you're threatening me like that. And it's ridiculous. Over me driving down the road. That's bullshit. What you need to be telling me is, sir, this is how you provide a public service.
Can you call 216?
Here's how you provide a public service, sir. I'm going to be real calm. But you're scaring me right now because you've got the means to kill me.
My hands are in my pockets, man.
Right beside your guns.
Can you step out of the truck for me?
No, sir. And no, sir. I'm about to call 911.
Don't do that.
No, I'm about to call 911. Yeah, absolutely. No, you're scaring me to death. You're a terrorist right now, buddy. No, you're a terrorist.
Roll down the window.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
gonna break the window, man.
No, you're not. I promise to God. Now I'm going to call 911 on my work phone. I'm a businessman and a business owner, and I'm about to call 911. Listen, can you talk to me, ma'am? Can you talk to me more civil than this guy?
Yes, sir. So let me explain
Can
to
you-
you what's going on here today.
He's freaking me out, and it's
so-
wrong.
Okay, so you were pulled over for a traffic reason, correct? So
No, ma'am. I don't know why I was pulled over.
So
I'm
you
being
pulled over-
harassed by this guy
I'm
big
not-
time.
I'm not harassing you.
You're fine, but
Let me
this
explain
guy
to you.
is
So we pulled
harassing
you
me.
over because your lights are on, okay?
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Do you really think that this young officer doesn't know why you were pulled over? Like, is that really the thought that you had? Like, I know having thoughts are painful and stuff, but, you know, she's fully aware of why you were pulled over to begin with. So she knows that you're lying to her, right? Maybe you don't want to get out of the car because your shoe's untied. And Nurse Sharon says an untied shoe is very unsafe, right? And it'll always be very still so you don't trip over and get yourself an owie. If you ask this officer really nicely, she might tie your shoe back up for you so you don't feel so threatened, okay?
What the nice gentlemanly thing of him would be would, sir, I'm sorry, your lights are off. Oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Everything's lit up here.
I hear that.
I didn't understand. This is a
So
brand new
it's
truck
not-
to me.
I'm not saying it's a big idea. A lot of people mess up their
Right,
lives.
and I'm not going to let him violate my Fourth Amendment right
So
that I'm simply exercising that can't be sanctioned or bothered. You mean to tell me I can't go down the road?
So you were stopped for a lawful reason because your lights
That's
were
not
on.
lawful.
Yes, sir, it is.
That's a statute. It's
a
not
traffic
law.
infraction. Yes,
A
sir,
traffic
it is.
infraction is not law,
So
man.
by statute, we have the right to stop you for traffic.
You have the right to stop persons. I'm not a person. I'm a man. That's the facts of it.
Are you going to
The
provide me your
person,
identification?
no, because that's
So
the
you're
person.
failing
He
to
just called me
identify
by my name, didn't he? He just called me by my
Listen,
title.
This is the first time I spoke to you.
It doesn't matter. Y'all know my title from my tag on the
Okay.
vehicle.
So
So what's the problem here?
Florida State
I
statute
turn my
says
light
you
on
have
and
to-
go away. No, and I drive down the road. That's the nice thing that y'all are supposed to provide of a service for us people. We're the people.
Yeah.
We're the ones that y'all are supposed to work for.
Yeah.
It's not the other way around.
we work for you.
Well then, no, why am I slaving away to y'all? That's ridiculous. I gotta go to court Thursday because of the same reason.
For getting pulled over?
For 9 tickets for
Where
doing
did
the
you get
same
pulled
thing I'm
over?
doing right now. For exercising a
Where
right.
did you get pulled over?
Auburndale, where I'm from.
Where this is not Auburn.
It doesn't matter. That's where I live. That's where I'm from.
So let me get this straight. You already have 9 tickets from your own area for doing the same shit, and it's this young officer's fault. Yeah, okay, look, your logic's a little bit off there, but I get it, you're trying. Look, if you get your penis caught in a zip 9 times, you can't sue the thrift shop that you bought them from, mate. It's just not how it works, okay? Look, if you did anything 9 times and not learn a lesson, well, what can I say? You shouldn't be unsupervised in public. Someone call fucking Nurse Sharon. Get her down here.
And y'all are harassing me like I'm in Auburndale. Like y'all are
Nobody's
trained by the
harassing
same
you,
people
sir.
or something.
We're not harassing you.
Y'all are freaking me out. Got lights and shit, and crazy cop cars
So
and
you were pulled over
lights all
because
in
your
you.
lights were off.
It doesn't
The
matter.
lights
Who
were
gives you
turned
the
off.
authority to bother me when I'm not injuring
Florida
or
State
victimizing
statute.
anybody?
Florida State statute,
That's
sir.
not law. I follow the law.
Okay, So
The
you're
law
not
is
gonna
not
provide-
statute.
So you're failing to provide me your identification?
Why would I have to? He got my name. This
Hey,
is
my
all on
listen-
video. You know that, right? He's already threatened to rip my window out. I gotta roll it up around you.
I don't want to do that.
Yo, this is gonna be a Fed case, buddy. I'm telling you, you're messing with the wrong guy here. You don't want this kind of litigation.
Mr. Chumney, can you step out and talk to me?
No way, because you're gonna violate every damn right I've ever thought I had. I got rights because I know my rights, buddy.
Are you on probation right now?
Absolutely not, and I don't answer any more questions. I was being courteous with that question.
If you do not exit the vehicle, you're going to be subject to arrest.
Subject to arrest. Call your superior, because you're out of line, or I'm going to call 911. And I'm telling you right now, you're working as a privateer, buddy, and that shit's not going to. You gotta let me go or something, because this is ridiculous. I got 58,000 subscribers on TikTok alone, buddy, and you're all over it.
I don't.
No,
that
listen,
doesn't
you're going to be
bother me.
famous. You're going to be
Doesn't bother
famous
me.
now, because this is
Listen.
ridiculous.
58,000 subscribers on TikTok. Dude, you got 896 YouTube subscribers. There's no reference on any of your social media about a TikTok account, and I couldn't find anything under your name or under your channel's name. I think you might be telling a bit of porky pies, also known as lies here in Australia. There's the second bit of Australian slang for the night, boys and girls. I honestly think you're about to play fuck around and find out. I really, really think you are. You're going to jail.
We got to stop, and I can totally
Listen,
delete all
I'm
this
giving
footage.
you-
No, it's not going to happen. Not by my consent, buddy. You're out of line, and it's all on video. I can easily erase this and go about my way if you'll let me. That's all I'm telling you. Because it's wrong for you to bother me the way you are, when you could have simply kindly been like, sir, it's all lit up here. You could have simply just said, okay, will you turn your lights on, have a good day. Dude, I would have respected you a whole lot more.
I need you to exit the vehicle.
Absolutely not. I'm about to call 911 if you don't let me go. Literally, you're definitely on video, and I'm using my work phone to call 911. If you don't let me go, I'm dead serious. You got no jurisdiction over me, and I'm not giving it to you by my consent. You got no lawful right to be bothering me.
Throw him in front of the car. Yeah, in case he takes off.
I'm not taking off, dude. No, listen. You're on video sitting here trying to hype it up. You're supposed to be de-escalating it.
Don't stand direct. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Look, dude, you're tripping. I'm not going nowhere.
Okay, listen.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm going to break the window. If you don't exit the vehicle, you're going to be subject to arrest.
Subject to arrest.
Okay? I
Listen.
can't even see inside your vehicles. There's a safety issue here.
No, yeah, there is,
Break the
because
window.
you're harassing me. I'll keep it down then
Okay,
if you'll
unlock the door and open it, or you're going to have to. I don't want
listen,
to break the window.
You do not have the right to search me.
Okay.
I got a Fourth Amendment right. You're about to violate it. You're touching me. You listen.
Yes.
It's a federal. Listen, buddy. It's
Where's
going to
your
be
door lock,
federal.
man?
It's right there, man.
Open your door. Watch out.
Why are you doing this to me, sir? Why are you doing this to me, sir? You're really going to arrest me for this? You're going to arrest me for this?
Get out.
Come on, man. This is wrong, and you know it. It's wrong, man. This is definitely. Y'all's body cams
I'm
on?
glad I didn't have to break your window.
It's not nice, man. It's not. I don't have any disrespect. I'm just simply exercising my rights, man.
I warned you.
But you're not being.
In your pockets anything that's going to stick
No, I
us?
don't have any, man. I'm just coming back from a date, dude.
Okay.
I'm a businessman. Look after.
I love how you talk so much shit. You're such a toughie, but you didn't want your window smashed in. Right? So you jump out of the car and you comply with being arrested. There's no resisting arrest charge on this one. That's not how sovtards are supposed to do it. You're supposed to put up a bit of a fight. Right? You didn't do that because you know true well that these two coppers were about to throat punch you into different realities. Oh my God. Oh, I'm going to go find your TikTok channel now just so I can write a nasty message about how rude those tyrants were. Oh, fuck me. Well, thank you very much, boys and girls and children of all ages. That does bring us to the end of another video. Just remember, you can nick on over to our Patreon there, and if you're one of the first 50 people to jump onto Patreon, you go in the running to win the official mascot of Fuck Around and Find Out. He's just there. It's the Fuck Around and Find Out puppy. He's his own superhero, this thing. He's going to be in the next Fast and the Furious movie. That's how fucking popular this little puppy is. So you better get him, otherwise you'll miss out. Or you can just go onto our merch shop and you can buy one for yourself. I don't mind either way. Well, I best get going. So many things to do being this awesome, sexy, good-looking, well-educated master of the English language, Australian cool dude that I am. I get invited to a lot of famous people parties, and it's my turn to bring a plate. So I have made some lamingtons. There you go, there's your third bit of Australian knowledge for tonight. Look up lamingtons. You'll feel so excited when you see them. You'll be like, holy shit, how do I get my hand on a lamington, and why haven't I got one in my hand right now? Well, it's easy. You're not here. You're not at my house. You're not coming to the famous person's party, right? That's what we call them in the biz. They're not called anything else. They're just called famous people parties. So that's one of the ones I'm going to. Anyway, I got to get back because I got to put the coconut on the lamingtons. Otherwise, they're just really chocolate sponge cake. All right. Hurry.